What's up and welcome back, guys, to another video. This is going to be a simple run through of Days Gone. I did mention in a previous review video that I would be putting up a just my own basic speculated opinions of the game Days Gone. As I did mention, it is one of my most favorite open world zombie apocalypse games. Now, I will say that the Sawmill Horde is probably one of the most favorite, most immersive battles out of all the hordes. My opinion, absolutely.
Plant some traps. Gotta plant some
now,
traps.
There are a few other parts of the game that are very, very, very immersive and extreme, but by far this one takes the cake. Now, as I mentioned in other videos, I'm more of the sniper, sneak, hide, stealth, blow them up, opposed to shoot them up, running gun. So I'm just gonna take this little patch over here and just basically play hide and seek. As you've probably seen in other videos and other tutorials where a lot of players will just hide and just throw the bombs just to get them all lit up. But what I'm gonna do is just pretty much draw them out, blow them up, stay out of sight, and pretty much out of mind. So, but yeah, by far it's one of my most favorite boards of the game, most favorite zombie franchise other than World War Z, which came out a few years ago for the PS4. So the only thing that I don't like about the Freakers is there's not much to take them down. You know, if you really look at the graphics in this game, it's very awesome, very immersive. But when you show the up close of the shootings and the killings of the Freakers, the shots really don't land. You know, if you shoot them once, even with a small pistol, it's going to take them out very quickly and very effectively. So it seems like there's not much health and life bars for the Freakers. Of course, when you're dealing with the Screamers or you're dealing with the Freakazoids, as they call it, the Freakers on steroids, like the really buff monsters, it takes like a shitload to take them out and take them down pretty much. But just gonna draw them out with the attractor, then hit them with the pipe bombs, which is my favorite, especially in slow motion. You seeing them fly all over the damn screen, and then hit them up with the napalm. Now, there are talks of they're coming out with a sequel to this. Now, my honest opinion about that is I think that would be pretty cool as far as an idea, but overall for the franchise, is it gonna do good? I don't personally think so. I think they took too damn long to actually come out with this game. This game was in the works. It was in production for at least 5 years. I remember when the first review came out, everybody was so ecstatic for this game, waiting on it to drop, and then they would announce it to come out. They would keep delaying it, and I totally get Ben Studios. I totally understand with them, this being like their first major title. They definitely don't want to drop it. Like for example, when Resident Evil 2 was coming out, they didn't want to drop it during the same time as another big franchise of like a Resident Evil 2 remake coming out, because they don't want to compete with that. They want to make sure the sales are going to do really well. So they wanted to come out at the time when nothing else was dropping, there was no competition. And I totally get that to start. Now, if they had a few other games underneath their belt and they did really well, they can take the risk. But it was just too damn long. And then when it came out, they edited so much as far as graphics and gameplay and all that it wasn't even like the original. Like when we seen the reviews and like the demo beta gameplay from the original when it first dropped, well, obviously when the first preview came out, the graphics seemed a little bit better, and then they did so much tweaking to the point I think they took a little bit away from the originality of what the concept was gonna be. But overall, it's a good game. I think it's cool. In my opinion, it's not one of those games I can just play over and over and just love. It's just too much to the game. It's too open world. I can't really pinpoint specific special scenes or special portions. I mean, this is, yeah, definitely fun. Play hide and seek, blow these freakers up. That's totally cool. Or you can actually like lead them away from their nest into like a enemy territory or enemy camp and just watch the enemies and the freakers go at each other. But it's pretty cool. Not, like I said, not one of my go-to when I'm, you know, on my downtime to just play. Opposed to like World War Z, you know, games like that, you know, or for example, the Road Redemption. But it's pretty cool.
Come on, is that all you got?
Did it do well in sales when it did drop? It did fairly well. I can't say it was a total loss or disappointment. It did fairly good, but what made it more of a problem in terms of them doing major sales is the fact that they waited too damn long to come out with this game. So if they would have just dropped it maybe 3 years after production, I think the sales would have been better. But they just waited too long, and by the time they came out with it, everybody was like, okay, I'm waiting on Resident Evil 2. I'm not really feeling this. This is gonna be Resident Evil 3, because I think Resident Evil 2 came out before this dropped. RE2 came out, and then they waited after, and then they dropped this, and then RE3 came out. It did okay. But like I said, the sales could have been better if they just didn't wait too long. Now, I don't believe that Ben Studios followed up with another game after this. I mean, they need to. Probably before they come out with a second part to this, I think that would be pretty good as far as their sales and reputation. But that's pretty much it. Just a simple snippet of the Sawmill Horde. Probably one of the best, like I said, horde fights of this game. But overall, I think it's a pretty good game. That's pretty much it. So that wraps up the video. Definitely smash the like button, comment if you have any opinions. Definitely subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. You guys stay cool. As always, peace.